Although some are saying, why would you punish the big guy in the first place?
Well,
because he was just defending himself.
Right. It sure looks that way. The school says they don't want to take sides. They don't know what happened before this video, so they suspended both of them.
Right.
But on Facebook, people are certainly taking sides. You know, virally, that the big kid who was defending himself has something like 98,000 fans now.
Right.
So,
and my last thing on this is the message that one of these trial attorneys that's involved in this is that's been looking at this says is the wrong message. Instead of turn the other cheek, it's don't be a victim anymore. Is there something wrong with that? Standing up for yourself? I think that'll be something people should weigh in on. Friends at FoxNews.com. Tell us, is it turn the other cheek or is it stand up for yourself? Steve, tell me what's happening in the world.
I'm going to stand up for the weather, Brian, and tell you what's going on. Take a look, coast to coast. And we've got a map that shows you exactly where it is raining. Meanwhile, from Ash Wednesday to Easter, Christians celebrate Lent. And part of that tradition is Meatless Fridays, like today. So now one of the fastest growing restaurant chains in the United States is serving up Lent-friendly food on Fridays. And here from Captain D's Seafood Restaurant is CEO of the corporation, Phil Greifeld, along with Vice President Peter Gibbons, who is behind the bar right now cooking up some seafood sliders. Good morning to you, Phil.
Good morning, Deucey. Very good to see you again. And welcome to the Captain D's set.
Yeah, this is fantastic. Chris, take a look. We got some people who are already joining us here at our world headquarters, 48th and 6th Avenue, because it is, we're going to be giving away some free seafood for folks. This Lent really is your big season, right?
It is a big season, for us. I mean, Captain D's is known for its seafood. We are the leading quick service seafood house in all of America. So we have 535 restaurants in 25 states, 3 international, countries, and we are known for our seafood. Seafood such as wild-caught Alaskan salmon, Alaskan pollock frozen at sea, grilled shrimp, and I can't forget, though, Deucey, world-famous hush puppies and coleslaw, all prepared fresh daily.
I love that. All right, let me go back here and talk to Peter for just a second. Peter, back when I was a kid, I remember on Fridays, Mom would open up a can of chicken of the sea, or on the rare occasion, fry up some salmon patties out of a can.
My deepest sympathies.
Well, that's just what people used to do. Now, you have created for us what?
A smoked salmon slider with a lemon dill dressing. Beautiful.
Are you kidding me? And that's fast food?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Now, tell me a little bit about where your restaurants are located.
They're primarily in the south, primarily in the southeast.
And you guys, Phil, you guys got started, what, 42 years ago?
42 years ago, and been growing ever since, Deucey. How's that?
That's fantastic. What's the sauce on that?
It's a secret.
Oh, secret sauce. What are you, the colonel? That is fantastic.
I'm the captain.
You are the captain. Captain D's, established in 1969. They're going to be at our plaza all morning long, cooking up some free seafood. That is delicious.
Thank you.
All right, Allie and Brian, I'm going to bring some in to you.
we're hoping for that. Thanks, Steve. All right, meanwhile, the prosecution. Excellent. Let's go follow Steve outside for weather.
Yes, indeed. Allie and Brian, I am outside. Today is a Friday during Lent, and that's why Captain D's, the seafood kitchen with 500 locations across the country, is cooking up salmon for folks who happen by our world headquarters today. We'll talk more about that a little later on. In the meantime, let's talk about the weather. All right, into Allie and the judge.
Okay, thanks so much, Steve. Police say Carlos Sanchez runs.
I'd like to hang out with him.
Yeah, he seems cool. All right, meanwhile, do you know what happens on your kid's school bus? You need to hear this next story about a texting driver who's now under arrest.
Yeah, with Calypso in the background, it makes perfect sense. Then Congress is begging for leadership and remains deadlocked on the budget. So why is the president about to hit the road again to Brazil? We're going to ask Geraldo Rivera. He knows why people go to Rio. Why do they go to Rio?
Love.
Songs.
And trade deals.
Suntan lotion.
And perhaps trade deals.
Oh, the president.
And soccer.
Yeah, you're asking me.
Victims are stand up.
Okay.
Talk about standing up.
agree on
Steve,
that.
stand up and speak up.
I am outside, Brian and Allie, because, it is a Friday during Lent, and we're lucky enough to have Captain D's here cooking up some free fish for all these kids from Abilene, Texas, right? Yeah! All right, meanwhile, let's take a look at, hey, folks, while you're here in New York, let's see what the weather's like back in your hometown of Abilene. And, you know, it's to the west and south a little bit of Dallas, right? All right. It's bone dry, just like here in New York City. You got a nice day there.
All right, Steve, have some trout, and we'll see you back inside. All right, 20 minutes now before the top of the hour.
All right, and let's check on what's coming up on Fox and Friends this weekend. I'll be curious to know, Clay.
Hello, my work wife. Yes, coming up on the show this weekend, cities facing crippling deficits are turning to volunteers now to help beef up their police forces. Can you believe this? So these are citizen crime fighters. Is it a good idea? We'll discuss. Plus, an 11-year-old, you can help. You hear that pedal steel guitar band out here? Plus, you get summer out. Tips on how to get your lawn in shape this spring. It's Spring Fever here on Fox and Friends this weekend, starting at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. Brian, I'm going to have some trout now.